The desolate plains stretched endlessly beneath a stormy sky. Wang Lin stood on a jagged cliff, his robes whipping in the wind, his gaze lost in the horizon. He had walked out of the Suzaku Tomb alive, but what was survival worth when his heart still carried emptiness? All his cultivation, all his victories, all the blood spilled, it had given him strength, but not purpose. He was a sword without a direction, a soul wandering in darkness. And then, the heavens stirred, the sky rippled like disturbed water, azure light cascaded downward, bending reality with its weight. A voice, old yet eternal, echoed across the void. Fate threads, once tangled, cannot be severed so easily. Wang Lin, we meet again. His eyes widened. That voice, how could he forget? It was the Old Seer, the enigmatic sage who had first opened Wang Lin's eyes to the world beyond mortality. Now, against all odds, he had returned. Why now? Wang Lin whispered as the old figure descended. The answer was coming, but would it be salvation or another curse? The Old Seer stood before him, frail in body but vast as a universe in aura. His cloudy eyes pierced through Wang Lin's soul. You have grown, boy, the Old Seer said, but still you remain blind. You cultivate strength, yes, but you cannot yet see. Before Wang Lin could answer, reality shattered. In a blink, the cliff was gone. He stood amidst a vast cosmos, surrounded by stars burning like immortal flames. Among these countless stars, the seer's voice thundered, which one is yours? Wang Lin's heart trembled. The stars called to him, each one heavy with destiny, whispers of forgotten lives filling his ears. His gaze swept over blazing suns and majestic constellations, yet his eyes stopped on a faint ember, weak, nearly extinguished. That one, he said firmly, pointing at the dim light. Silence fell. Then the Old Seer laughed, deep and knowing. Correct, fragile, defiant, yet enduring. That star is you, and for that, I will take you as my disciple. The vision shattered, the cliff returned, and for the first time in years, Wang Lin bent his knees. Disciple Wang Lin greets master. Thunder growled above them as the vow sealed. But what awaited Wang Lin under this new master? Blessing or a descent into madness? The night fire crackled between them, throwing long shadows across the earth. Wang Lin sat in silence, still reeling from the knowledge flooding his mind. Forbidden arts, ancient truths, glimpses of power vast enough to shatter heavens. Yet unease gnawed at him. Master, Wang Lin finally asked, why me? Why return to me now? The Old Seer's eyes stayed fixed on the stars. His voice was quiet, but carried a weight that crushed Wang Lin's chest. Because destiny has shifted, the heavens themselves tremble. And you are a piece on the board I cannot afford to lose. Wang Lin stiffened. A piece? His fists clenched. He would not be a pawn in anyone's game. The Old Seer finally turned to him, and in those ancient eyes, for the first time, Wang Lin saw it. Fear. Yes, a piece, the Old Seer whispered, but perhaps one that may one day become the player. The flames hissed, sending sparks spiraling into the dark. Wang Lin's heart thundered, his vow burning hotter than ever. If I am to be a piece, he swore silently, then I will be the piece that overturns the board. The Old Seer closed his eyes as if hearing the unspoken vow. His final words drifted into the night. We shall see, my disciple, we shall see.